And here we are at the Peugeot Museum in Soho. And we just got here after a drive from Mulhouse, and we are a little early for our appointment, so we are going to go get a cup of coffee. And here we are at the Peugeot Museum. We have exhibits, mopeds, motorcycle.
I'll check on the other side.
It's an early moped. A bicycle for two. And this is the history of the Peugeot Lion from 1860, and just different designs.
This heraldic lion since the end of the Middle Age. And Peugeot take the lion of the end of the Middle Age of Franche-Comté to take to on.
I have a 1958 Ford Cabriolet that has something close to that. It's elongated a little bit more.
Yeah, and stylized. It was the lion with the England heraldic lion.
Okay.
And after we have the normal evolution.
There's my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
I got that on the front. I have a 84 604 turbo diesel. Yeah. And I put that one on there. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's the lion I have on my first car. My first car I have when I a young conductor, a young driver. Mm-hmm. I bought 504 coupe, and I have this one.
And that's why I had many 504s.
Yeah.
And I saved the Lions.
Yeah.
And I put that on my 505 wagon and on my 604.
We go back in the history to see the history of the brand during all the 19th century before we begin the production cycle and car. At the beginning,
and here's some of the products that Peugeot makes.
We don't
made sewing machines, umbrellas, irons, and the famous Peugeot coffee mills.
This wood to finish all the
hardware
begins to produce. And during the first part of the 19th century, we produced a lot of
carpenter tools.
And we have a very small part of the production with the plane, the bit brace, the axe, square, chisel, plane iron, compass, decanet. It's a little part of the whole production of tools Peugeot. It's a great publicity for Peugeot. We have a book of 300 pages of production of tools. It's very impressive. Think at this moment, a car
was the very first Peugeot
transport
combustion engine powered vehicle.
Transport car used every day and by everybody. And Armand Peugeot is the first builder of car to have the vision to democratize the car to all people to use like a transport cars. Right. And if this car is the first competition car, is because Armand Peugeot decides to take this car in a cycle race. He asked to the organizer of the cycle race to take the car to follow the race. to prove the car is an efficient, sufficiently one. This 301 is unique. But Peugeot take the idea and depose the idea for Mr. For the inventor, and decides to produce this type of car with a rigid top, hard top. You could put this rigid hard top in the rear part of the car, and it's the first exemplary in the world of this idea. You have three coupe transformers
This is a
of the collection
601.
of Peugeot. 401, a 601, and a 402.
And a
You are
402.
Totally closed, semi-closed, semi-open.
That's a
and totally
retractable hot
open
top.
on this.
There's one of these for sale in the US. It has been for sale for many years.
We go in the United States with this one to have an old
Here we have the 302 Cabrio. And one thing that the guide told us was that every car on display in this museum can be driven on the road. And that's quite remarkable with all the different cars there's here. Here we have a Peugeot sewing machine. And Peugeot makes a lot of household items that I didn't realize. A sewing machine, washing machines, even dishwashers. Just an array of different products.
There have been some other cars with the model with the zero like the BMW 507.
This is the 302 Special Sports Car that was used for racing 1937. Here we have another
Because this is a motor engine of the brand Peugeot. Just
Peugeot 202,
we tried to
202 Cabrio,
drive this 8 motorization
and a 402
of 8
Sport.
diesel motor engine. But with the war, this project was stopped, and they stay one model of this car in the world, and it decides to show the motor engine and not the 402, the body of the 402. During the Second World War, we have
That's a beautiful
restriction
403.
of gasoline. And during this period, we decided to adapt a new project, a new car, the tone light.
There's a 203 Berlin sedan, and there we have the same thing, the station wagon version.
Yeah.
The main museum, but it needs
And there's a model of after or during World War II, they used wood for gasification to run the engine, and wood gas was injected into the engine in place of gasoline, and that way you could drive the cars without gasoline, or without the need for gasoline. And here we have a small three-wheel Peugeot. I don't know when that one was made, but 1941 to 1945.
Assembly mechanic system was married with the body car just during the production. And
Here we have a Peugeot fire truck
it's very important for the French people. In this project,
display,
commercial car was developed
and
basis of the whole
I think this lineup is kind of a specialty vehicles.
The grey one is the great production during the First World War. We produced 4,000 trucks for the French army. It's very, very great production.
This is
And this one is a
Okay.
particular car was
Ambulance.
in a
Here's a
fire,
201.
fireman car.
Also must be some kind of a transport wagon. And here we have another fire truck. And here we have some trucks. It's a nice old wooden truck, and let's see what it says. Type 64, 1905. And here we have another, it looks like a heavy-duty truck made from 1917 to 1920. And this one here is a Type 10 brake. And that one is 1894 to 1896 this one was built. And there we have some of the pre-show race cars. All race cars down here. This one here is a 405 Turbo 6 Grand Raid from the Paris to Dakar race.
And we want with
Just
this
more
car, this
pre-show racing cars.
WRC, V404 for the African
Nürburgring Ring,
V404 diesel, record diesel,
206 VRC, WRC.
with so particular form of car. This 301, excuse me, C,
301C.
participate to a specific race with is a specific well to be part with the two well not associated.
404
It's a different
diesel.
part,
Independent. Yeah.
well of the front. And the Peugeot 201C is the first car in the world was equipped with this so particular equipment of independent well in the world in series production. The Formula One.
Yeah, I have some of those.
And
Formula One, McLaren Peugeot.
We hold car of not hold the car of Le Mans, the real car of Le Mans.
Yeah, I have little models of those, like 1/18 scale models.
905 from the Le Mans 1992.
Okay, we continue.
Yeah.
It's a Peugeot bicycles. We see here now, and just different models of Peugeot bicycles, old and new.
An old luxury
And here's a pretty unique one. Instead of a chain,
race
they
cycle,
got a drive shaft,
road race cycle,
gear drive.
specific cycle for the French army. When the soldiers
Got a
want
motorcycle.
to cut across an area not practicable with no road, they take a cycle to 5.5.
Peugeot motorcycles again.
Yes,
No, just different models.
P1.5.
1936.
Motorbike. And in the central area, you will have
Delivery bicycle.
Of famous ones of race, are very famous for the one Peugeot. The first one is a Peugeot vehicle
That's from the latest.
with a bike with 212 kilometers by the hour on snow.
And there's the 504 Coupe, what is actually my dream car. And a 504 Cabriolet. Cabriolet. And there we have a 104, which is a car I never seen in the States before. And here we have a 604, Peugeot 604 GTI. Just like mine, just mine is red and mine is a turbo diesel. But I do like the European headlights. And then we have a 505 sedan. .309 GTI 16. 205 Turbo 16. And here I think this is concept cars. Just look at those. It's a 907.
And this one, with a lot of revolution, was developed under the name of RCZ. The RCZ is the daughter.
This is a Peugeot concept car. It got a diesel engine in the front and a diesel engine in the back, combined 360 horsepower. That's a lot of power for a quote-unquote dune buggy, but it is a concept vehicle. Said Hugger in 2003. And this one here is a Quasar. I think we were here before with, well, you can open up their stores in a parking lot without banging somebody else. It's a Quasar. And here we just have some of the products that Peugeot makes. It's blenders, and you name it, vacuum cleaners, electric shoe brushes, irons and coffee pots, grinders, blenders, mixers, all Peugeot. I did not have any idea that they were that diversified. And here's some of the tools, all made by Peugeot. A drill press, and even guns, shotguns. tools, all kinds, drills. It's just a lot of different things, and here you have different types of hammers, even rakes, scissors, pipe wrenches, and planers. And here's some more of the old cars. And one thing that amazes me was that we were informed that every vehicle that's on exhibit here is drivable on the road. I think that's pretty amazing.
La rotation du moule métallique permet dans ce cas la suppression du noyau.
I don't think how well this
Dans un
will.
autre département des fonderies, voyons la coulée aluminium des pistons. Elle se fait sur une machine automatique entièrement conçue par Peugeot.
Cette sorte de carrousel permet de produire combien de pistons par jour?
4000
Must be from the Peugeot foundry.
Ah, nous allons visiter maintenant l'usine qui occupe la plus grande surface de toute l'agglomération, 8 hectares. C'est l'usine de mécanisme. 6 000 personnes.
And here we have a 504 Popemobile. Pope's visit to Lyons, France. And here we have a 404 commercial truck, cover truck. And 505 four-wheel drive, the Dangle. Pretty neat vehicle. We call it a 505 brake, 4x4. Okay. Then we have another Peugeot ambulance. And a coupe, a couple of cars sitting here in line. Looks like a military vehicle, Peugeot. Another Peugeot ambulance. Peugeot bus. And here we have some of the sports cars. I think we looked at them before. Just a real nice collection of Peugeots. And here we have kind of a bird's eye view over the exhibit hall. We'll just take some sweeping motion around it. Very nice exhibit. Very interesting. Here we have a 405 coupe. It's a prototype. It was never put into production, but it's a pretty attractive looking vehicle, I must say. It's a 1987 model, and it was intended for the American market, but apparently never made it across.